Okay, so this is Ringwalk Media. It's a wicked fight week over in Manchester. We've got the Eubank and Smith fight, and we've got another big, massive fight on the card. Frazer Clarke, nice to see you, as always, my friend.
Good to see you too, my brother.
Listen, bit of a far cry from the football pitch, which is you're pretty handy on as well.
I do admit, I try my best, you know what I mean, but I think I'll stick to boxing.
I'll tell you what, you can't half run, lad.
Well, these big legs aren't they, big strides? Like a freight train. Once it gets going, it's hard to stop. Just takes me a bit of time to build up, you know.
I'll tell you what, you took Leon Osman down the line, mate, didn't you?
Well, what can I say? The pace is there.
Listen, a really big week for you. This is the challenge that you've been asked for, and you got Dave Allen in front of you. What do you think that holds for you?
Another fighter, another name, another style. I don't read too much into it. Where it's Dave Allen, Alan Dave, Bill Gates, Bob, Frank, John, whatever. Just another name, really, another body. Just boxing. Like, I keep banging on about it, but it's so normal to me. It's where I feel most comfortable with someone trying to take my head off. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, of course you got the butterflies, like you always do. If you haven't, there's something wrong. I care about boxing. I care about my career, and I think that's what will take me through it. Unless Dave's changed and he's started to care about what he does, then he's in trouble.
I think he's going to be an absolute humdinger of a fight, mate. Dave's one of those guys that don't like to go down no matter who's hitting him. You're obviously a very, very controlled and strong boxer as well. It bodes for an absolute perfect matchup for styles.
Yeah, I think people are going to be waiting for him to land that shot. People are going to, obviously I do what I do, but people are waiting for him to land that shot, and they're wanting him to land that shot because he's a great story. My job is to get in there and box him and nullify him and try and hurt him. You know, not too many people hurt as Dave, but he's only human. You know, the right shot at the right time, it can hurt anyone.
It's a dangerous game at heavyweight, you know, and there's been some good clashes on recently, obviously with Dubois and Usyk, and whatever your opinions on that, they were both in the ring, both fighting, and you know, going forwards, those are the fights you're obviously aiming for, I'm sure. Yeah,
one day, you know, you have to dare to dream, don't you, to be at the top of the division fighting for world titles. Something I want to do. Yeah, I'm glad you haven't asked me because I'm sick of talking about it now. It's been and it's gone, hasn't it? Do you know what I mean? The referee made his decision, the fight went how it went, and we move on.
I've actually not asked anybody about it because you're exactly right. The referee made the decision. Boxing's a game of opinion, and that happens to be with the referee's hands. That's the result. End of.
Simple as that, really. I mean, I've had to answer the question so many times, but it's been, it's gone, it's done, and I don't know. Whether it was low, whether it's not, I don't know. The only one person that does know is Alexander Usyk. I mean, if it wasn't low, it was a cracking shot. If it was low, then it wasn't super low. Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is.
We've seen them before. But listen, let's not talk about that. So I guess you guys, yourself, Fabio Wardley, the lads at that sort of level, you're coming through. You're the next age of heavyweight boxers. You know, the Tyson Furies, the Joe Joyces, they're all going to kind of, in the next 2 or 3 years, sort of move over, I guess. And it's a very exciting division to see you guys come through.
It is, and they're all good fighters, you know, despite our ups and downs and despite the words crossed between us all. I respect them all, they're all good fighters. And I think we're all good for British boxing and heavyweight boxing in general. So I look forward to the next few years, and I'm sure between us all we'll have some big nights.
I think the thing I like about your career is you're purposely not rushing. You know, there were situations where you could have gone in with Fabio, it wasn't right for you guys. You know, you're taking your time and doing what's right for you, and that's really nice to see in a boxing career.
Yeah, well, I had to learn because I was a bit feisty at the beginning. I learned a lot, you know, from that Perspid situation. Don't get me wrong, I come out of it looking like a dickhead. I did, and I hold my hands up. I took it all on the chin, but I learned a lot from it, and that's the main thing. Same as anything in life, you know. But listen, no one can ever question me as a fighter and what's in my heart. I'm born to fight, and I will fight anyone. That particular situation didn't end well for me, and took a little L there, but you know, we learned from it. Move on.
I think you know, I don't think people viewed that like the way you think they did, but it's just boxing. That's how it is.
It's a business, isn't it? It's never been more evident to me. You hear for years and years, boxing's a business. Professional boxing's a business. When you've been on that side of things, you start to understand. Fucking hell, it really is.
Now listen, obviously there's a packed card on Saturday night. Who are you actually looking forward to watching? I know you're not going to be able to see very much of some of them, but who sort of tickles your fancy on the card?
I always like it when Lauren Price is on, you know, a former teammate of mine. I'm Adam Azim's biggest fan, so I love it when he fights. I love just seeing him in a family fight week and the energy they bring. Obviously the main event sort of speaks for itself, but then you've got Florian Marku as well, you know, and that's looking really tasty. Forgive me, I forgot the other guy's name, but that's looking really, really tasty. So I'm looking forward. I won't see much of it. I'll watch it all the next day. But I'm just like boxing. I don't do much else. I just like being around boxing shows. I'm at a boxing show every other week. So it's another good one.
Lauren Price, obviously she's British champion, the first female British champion, and you got Michaela Mayer here as well. There could be a little match up there.
Could be Michaela Mayer. I forgot about her. You know, I've seen her over the years. In the amateurs, great fighter, lovely person, so I'm looking forward to seeing her as well. And I just in the car on the way here with Lauren actually speaking like that, that's definitely a potential fight. I think it's one that Lauren wants. I can understand from where Michaela is at, she's not sort of looking backwards yet because she's fought at a higher level. But I think if Lauren keeps doing what she's doing, then before long that'll be a good fight.
Yeah, Lauren's progression's really good, isn't it?
Really good. I mean, she's talking about the Natasha Jonases, so. That'd be a hard one for me to watch, but yeah, really good fights down the line for her.
I'm not going to ask you who you cheer for on that one because I know you get clobbered either way.
It's difficult, you know. They're both teammates of mine. I just hope they have a really good fight and put on a great show.
Now listen, on Wednesday in the afternoon we're over at Jamie Moore's gym. Maverick Stars Trust put on a night afternoon for the disabled kids. We see you over there interacting. You are always the first one to go into a community project. You really care about stuff like that, don't you?
Oh, you have a duty, you know, for a little fatty from Burton to be given the opportunity to go and inspire people and make people smile. I seen a quote the other day. That's what it is. I can't remember, but it's something about basically the greatest wealth you can get for me is putting a smile on people's face, and I really do believe that. The boxing's one thing, and it's great, it's fantastic, and having a few quid from boxing, what you love is great. Making people happy and seeing people, taking pictures with people. When you're just a normal person like me, it fills your heart that it's a thing that money can't buy. So it might sound soft, but you see them little people there in that building. They were all so beautiful and kind, you know. And you don't get it in everyday life. Excuse my French, but half the people in this room wankers, arseholes, all of them, a lot of them, rude people that jump in front of people. You know, when they're waiting to do interviews, you get them everywhere. In that room, it was just pure innocence. And people that just wanted to enjoy my company, but unknown to them, I enjoyed being around them more than they enjoyed being around me. So it's fantastic. It took me from there on a fight week, boom, to there.
It's really nice to see, mate, and we enjoy it as well. It's really great. We've done a couple of events with yourself, and those days you come away smiling, don't you?
100%. Like even the football was on about. At the football, I end up walking in half naked because everyone, I was taking socks off and giving it to people because they wanted it, and it makes people happy.
I've got it on film.
Yeah, you have to send it me. It makes people happy because.
No, I want to say that I wasn't filming you half naked, by the way.
No, but just people asking me things, and listen, I'll do what I can to put a smile on kids' faces because what I remember when I was a kid, to see people that you adore and to see people that that you aspire to be, it drives you on. It makes you smile, gives you endorphins, makes you feel good. So anyone that's not like that, boxer, footballer, athlete, or just a personality in general, if you ain't got time for other people, you're just an arsehole and a wanker to me. I've got no time for you. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we know you are absolutely not like that, and that's why we love talking to you, because you're just genuine and decent, and you know what? That's what we're about as well. So
it's me. I'm as normal as you. You know that.
Not if I've ever been called normal, but
I couldn't drink it. But I'm just myself. You know what I mean?
Now listen, last night Manchester saw another big event. Ricky Hatton, the Sky documentary, the premiere. I know you guys are obviously all getting ready for today, but have you managed to have a little look at it yet?
I've not managed to look at it. I think that's going to be my afternoon today. Ricky, one of the inspirations for myself over the last couple of years. I've got to know him a lot better. He's become a friend. I sat with him watching Campbell in the O2 a few weeks ago. What a lovely man, you know. If you can aspire to be a professional like anyone, if you can aspire to be a person, if you're a boxing person, be like Ricky. Be like Ricky, as normal as they come, an absolute diamond. He's got time for you. You can have a conversation. He's not Ricky Hatton, he's just Rick. A normal conversation. Great man.
How did you get in that Reliant Robin?
With great difficulty, mate. I squoze in, and we even tried to get it started. We hadn't been started for a few years. But yeah, I was in it on one side, Rick was in the other. It was on a tilt.
Well, listen, I'm sure it's going to be a big hit, and I'm sure your fight on Saturday night is going to be a fabulous spectacle. We're really looking forward to this. And I can see a statement coming, I think. I think this might be the Frazer Clarke night.
We'd like to think so. I'm working hard to do that, so God willing, we can both get in and out safe. You know, Dave's a good guy. I've got a lot of respect for him. Happy to be here. Happy to be alive, in fact, this week. Seen a lot of bad things happening around recently. I've lost people that I know recently. Happy to be here, happy to be breathing, glad to be a part of it. God bless everyone and take care.
Perfect way to end an interview. Frazer, good luck on Saturday.
Nice one, bro.